So DC FanDome was last night, and it was amazing, to say the least. DC really showed just how powerful and how dope and how legendary of a brand they are with the reveals of TV reveals, movie reveals, video game reveals, just plans that they have for the future of DC. It really just showed how dope and how much of a boss this label can be. Now, with anything, there are going to be some haters, if you will. And I know for a fact that there are Marvel stans that's sitting in the wings waiting to say something horrible or just haterish, if you will, about, they're gonna mess it up, the whole why are they putting out the Snyder Cut so late, and it's not gonna be that good. They shouldn't in the first place, and the Rock's gonna be bad in Black Adam. He can't even do Fast and the Furious right. The Batman, what's this, their fifth Batman, and it's not gonna be good. And that's how y'all sound. You Marvel stans, that's how you guys sound. Just let DC be great. Is that too much to ask? But I will say this, though. I know for a fact, because I know this industry well, Marvel and DC are sitting back and they're feeling one of two ways. They either have the face of, oh, okay, that's what y'all gonna do? Okay, all right. Or they're sitting back like, okay, are you done? Are y'all finished? Okay, can we go now? But yeah, that's going to be the case here. And if Marvel is looking to respond to the DC FanDome, it's only good for this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, blurds and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek, episode 44. Welcome to the podcast. This is Do You Speak Geek? I am your host, Nix. Thank you all for listening. If you joined us for the first time, and if you're back again, welcome back to all the DYSG fans. Thanks for listening. Spreaker, home team, that's where you can listen to the podcast of Do You Speak Geek, and also other major platforms. You can check us out there: Apple, Google, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, wherever. We're kind of everywhere. Be sure to visit doyouspeakgeek.com. It is the central hub for everything Do You Speak Geek. Follow us on the social medias at Facebook, DYSG Media, Twitter, _Do You Speak Geek, Instagram, Do You Speak Geek. YouTube is where you can find the Dono and Daddy Show. All kinds of dope content there from me and my sidekick, the Prince Dono. Be sure to go there, subscribe, like the episodes. Be sure to Hulk smash that bell for all notifications and leave your comments. We want to know what you guys think. Now, of course, we know this episode has a big story, but we're going to get into that a little later in a special episode. For now, let's go ahead and jump right into my favorite portion of the show, Source Wall.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Behold the Source Wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
All right, the pull list this week: Batman number 97, The Joker War Part 3. The Joker's army is growing hour by hour with weapons beyond anything the Clown Prince of Crime has ever used before. Batman must hold his mind together so he can strike the final blow and take back his city. But how can he heal the rifts he's created in his life to get the help he needs? And while this is happening, the villains of Gotham City are waiting out the carnage Joker has unleashed, and Catwoman assembles an army of her own. Can't see why she wouldn't, you know. That's the wifey right there, so of course she's gonna help Batman out. That's what a good wife does. Moving on. Maestro #1, Overture Part 1. This is the story you have been waiting decades for, the origin of Maestro. Almost 30 years after the landmark story for Future Imperfect, legendary Incredible Hulk scribe Peter David returns to the far future version of the Hulk known as Maestro, the master of what remains of the world. With astounding art from Hulk veteran Dale Keown and up-and-comer Germán Pertali, Maestro will answer questions that have haunted Hulk fans for years, and inspire some new ones. How did the world fall and the Maestro rise? What happened to the world's heroes in between? And where is the Hulk we know and love? Find out with this first issue. Check that out. Power Rangers Drakon New Dawn #1. This is an all-new limited series revealing Drakon's final plan. After the shocking events of Power Rangers Ranger Slayer, Kimberly is determined to purge the world of Drakon's legacy, starting with Deadlock, the prison tower where Drakon held all those who opposed him. But even the Ranger Slayer has no clue of the true power kept in Deadlock and what unlocking the doors will set into motion. As Kimberly investigates the worst of Drakon's secrets, she sets in motion Drakon's final plan, one that will pit her against a fan favorite Power Ranger villain. I wonder who that could be. And finally, Tuskegee Heirs #4. The long-awaited 4th issue is here. Watch while our young heroes travel to Rapa Nui, Easter Island, as they continue their worldwide search for Axum deposits. On this mission, the crew will encounter new friends, but also gain a new set of adversaries. Will these villains be too much for the heirs to handle? Who knows? Now that book right there is near and dear to my heart. Shout out to Greg Berman. Shout out to Marcus Williams. These two gentlemen are not only great people, but they're also incredible content creators when it comes to comics. So be sure to go check that book out. Go to TuskegeeHeirs.com and pick up issue #4 and pick up volume 1. It collects the first 3 issues. Now, for Source Wall News, Marvel releases a new Eternals trailer. No, not for the movie, but for the upcoming comic series. Ahead of the feature film, Marvel is returning to the world of the Eternals in a new comic series. Just announced by the publisher, the series will be written by Kieron Gillian. As you know, that is the writer from The Wicked and the Divine. He also did X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, and Thor, and will feature art by Esad Ribic of Secret Wars and King Thor. The series is described as a brand new vision of Jack Kirby's classic Marvel creation. You can find the official trailer of the new series in Marvel.com and some of Ribic's stunning interior artwork. The series will be published in November, around the same time the movie was originally scheduled to be released. So I see how Marvel is doing their thing there. They're trying to kind of fix a few things, give us something while we're getting nothing, if you can say that. Let's jump into Watch This.
Watch this, y'all. Thunder. Thunder.
Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude.
I am the villain of the story.
All right, so watch this news. Ben Affleck, the BatFleck, is returning for the Flash movie. It looks like Warner Brothers is really going to be approaching and embracing the multiverse, and Ben Affleck will reprise his role as Batman for the Flash movie. It's kind of a big deal because he will also be joining the aforementioned Michael Keaton in this movie as well. So ladies and gentlemen, we are getting 2 Batmen in the same movie. We're getting Michael Keaton Batman. We're getting BatFleck. Now, if you ask me what they're probably gonna do, we may see Keaton as Flashpoint Batman. Now, I personally would have rather had seen Jeffrey Dean Morgan take on that role, but he's probably busy Keeganing it up on Walking Dead. So not Keegan, sorry, Neganing it up. He's probably busy doing his Negan thing on Walking Dead. But yeah, I would still have rather seen Jeffrey Dean Morgan do it. But if that's going to be the case and they swapping out him for Michael Keaton, hey, I'm not mad at all. In fact, I am all the way here for it. Olivia Wilde has been tapped for an untitled female-fronted Marvel film, and it is rumored to be Spider-Woman. Now, Deadline brought this news to the forefront. According to the trade, Wilde has considered passing on the film, but reconsidered after realizing she could launch her own female-fronted superhero franchise. She penned a script for the project with writing partner Kate Silberman, having previously collaborated on the 2019 indie film Booksmart. Amy Pascal will also produce the project. It's unclear exactly when Wilde would direct the film, without even taking into account that the coronavirus pandemic is still making its rounds around this planet. But as outlined, they are already set to work together on the film, and it's going to be possibly sometime shooting around the same time they're going to be doing Venom 2. So be on the lookout for that. Can't wait to see what it's going to be. I have no problems seeing Spider-Woman on the big screen. I think it's going to be a good look, and we can also get someone else in the big screen as far as a spider person. So that'll be a good look. Can't wait to see that, and hopefully it does come to play. But speaking of movies, I didn't even realize this, that because, you know, with the whole us not being able to go into the out again, one of the big things that we all miss is going to the movies itself. And with AMC opening their theaters, people thought, oh yeah, no one's going to go, no one's going to risk it. But I guess the biscuit was worth it. And AMC has sold out almost everywhere. Now, a new promotion went into effect when the first wave of more than 100 theaters reopened a couple days ago, with all tickets being 15 cents. After the first day 15-cent event will also bring back some fan favorite films, and when those return, they'll only be $5 a ticket. Theaters will also be blocking out spaces between reserved seatings. Between the low ticket prices and the pandemic precautions, they were not surprised to learn that AMC's first round tickets has sold out nearly everywhere. Plans about 2/3 of the theaters across the country should be open no later than September 3rd. That is conveniently the date that Christopher Nolan's Tenet is expected to open in theaters in America, after opening in some international markets the week before. Disney and Fox's The New Mutants is also scheduled to open a week prior on August 28th. The chain will also be offering screenings to classic movies like Back to the Future, Beauty and the Beast, Black Panther, Bloodshot, Ghostbusters, Goonies, Grease, I Still Believe, Jumanji: The Next Level, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. I really didn't see this coming. I was really thinking that, hey, maybe people will open theaters and maybe some people will go back, but it looks like everybody went back. I'll have to get some testimonials from friends of mine locally before I even risk that biscuit, but we'll see what happens. Let's jump into Thumb Life.
Peace, love, and video games!
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Batman is playing Galaga.
Alright, PS5 new TV ad. It's really hyping up the haptic feedback and adaptive triggers in the 3D audio. Now, despite some fan complaints about the pre-order and release dates, Sony assures the public that the console is not going to be delayed to 2021. It is indeed coming out this holiday, but with it being September right around the corner, Sony, you gotta tell us something. I mean, we're really trying to get our hands on this thing, or at least start paying for it, if it's gonna be that $500 price range that we're all hearing about or rumoring about. But hopefully we'll get something soon. Okay, new Xbox Series X game titled Martha is Dead.
Daddy?
Yeah? Hey, Donna, what's up?
Why did you say the name?
Oh, no, I'm just talking about
Why did you say the name?
I'm just talking about...
Why did you say the name?
Okay. Today, developer LKA, the team best known for 2016's The Town of Light, has revealed that in addition to PC, it's bringing its first-person psychological thriller, that game, we'll just say that game for now, to Xbox Series X. And to accompany this news, the developer, alongside publisher Wired Productions, has released a new trailer for the game. As for the game, like I said, it is a first-person psychological horror title that is said to combine disturbing and dreamlike tones with a mix of history, superstition, and psychological distress. If that sounds up your alley, you can continue to read on more and listen. It is set in Tuskegee in 1944 amid the brutality of the Second World War, as the conflict intensifies between Germany, its Axis power allies, and the allied forces of the United States, United Kingdom, and its empire. The body of a woman has been found, drowned and desecrated at the side of a lake. This game is going to be crazy. It's set to release in 2021 via the Xbox Series X and PC. At the moment of publishing, it's unclear that it's coming to any additional platforms, but we will see next year. Well, after being scared to death just now, I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Please listen to the other content. Go to doyouspeakgeek.com. It's a central hub for everything DYSG. Follow us on the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?